Let's welcome in Clinton Fowler. It's time for Fowler's Facts with our series statistician. Clinton, they always say that mud is the great equalizer. We definitely saw that with Max Anstie and his Firepower Honda team getting their first win ever in Supercross. But there were a lot of privateers that took advantage of these conditions.
Absolutely. The mud was indeed a great equalizer. Props to Max Anstie and that Firepower Froth Honda team. Max having an incredible career, 4 podiums this year, second in Houston and Daytona, and then this win, just incredible. He's only 1 point behind Deegan, third in the championship. So, yeah, just impressive, right, Daniel?
Yeah, but I'm looking at that team as a whole. I mean, they're operating not only a 250 program, but a 450 program as well. I mean, Dean Wilson's been pretty good this year, getting back in the top 10 multiple times. So I feel like overall, it's not just the Max Anstie. That's the obvious shiny object in the room because of the win. But I feel like that team in general has been pretty competitive with Martin Davalos kind of leading the way.
Yeah, absolutely incredible year for that team. You know, the other one, guys, Enzo Lopes, 5th in Jersey. Not his career season best, but a 5th. I did see an article by Mitch Kender and the RacerX crew there. He obviously likes the mud, so 5th isn't surprising in the East-West race, but that muck-off FXR Club MX team has had a great season. Enzo's 3rd in the championship, is similar to Max, but just on the opposite coast. Guys, he's got 118 points through 7 of the 9 rounds. That already is ahead of his full season best previously. So he's having a career year. You look at, he's gotten 4th, both in San Diego and in Seattle. Jason, when's that podium coming?
I know where you're going. The team wants it so bad. We've had several weeks, some Triple Crowns, things like that, thinking this could be Enzo's chance to get a podium, but now he's only down to 2 races to get it done. A West race in Denver and then another East-West in Salt Lake. I know it's double stacked talent in Salt Lake, but I have a feeling sometimes you get down to that finale, titles are wrapped up, or guys are protecting, or guys have given up. I wouldn't be surprised if Enzo sneaks it in here in one of these final 2. Cameron McAdoo's out, so that's one other West rider he won't have to go through. Be awesome for Enzo and his team to finally get that podium. You feel like they've earned it. And you know what's funny? When you go to the Club MX track, not only are the club riders there, but you'll see tons of Phoenix Racing Honda riders. They're also based in the Carolinas, North Carolina for them. And they've got a ton of riders. I can barely even keep track of who's on that team. And they shove a lot of bikes into the mains.
They sure do. They're having an incredible season. You got to start with Cullen Park, right? Rookie of the year last year. He's in his sophomore year, 21-year-old. He sits 8th in the championship. But the team's got a ton of people in the top 20. You got Cullen 8th in the championship. You got Cody Schock, who's 10th in the championship. Chase Owens 12th. And Caden Braswell, the rookie, is sitting 18th. So incredible season for them. In total, they've got 11 top 10s.
If we're going to talk Phoenix Honda on the East, they've done a great job. I think we should talk AEO KTM on the West. Josh Faries and Derek Kelly. Kelly was awesome in Glendale. And you just look at another team that's building, getting better every year.
Yeah, Derek, 4 top 10s this year, a 6th in Glendale, career best. Knocking on that door, I know he wants that top 5 bad. And again, he sits 10th in the standings. His career best was last year, 13th. So he's looking like he's going to hit it. I would also, if we're talking about the West, you got to call out Team Solitaire, Heartbeat, Hot Sauce, Yamaha's Cole Thompson, who's sitting 9th, one position ahead of Derek. I heard he's going to be racing the 450 this weekend. He's trying to get some points to get in, qualify for that Pulp MX Privateer Challenge in Denver. So Cole having a great season as well.
Okay, so that's 250s. Justin Barcia won the 450 class. As we know, that earns him an automatic bid into the SMX playoffs. But the way he's riding, 3-race championship, could be looking at the world champ right there, maybe. Let's talk about other riders fighting their way in, starting with Freddie Noren, who, man, he is close to having an awesome finish in the mud.
Man, he was sitting there, Weege, in 6th place on that Mad Parts Big Buildings Direct Kawasaki, and unfortunately had the crash in the whoops. Dropped him to 11th. Still ties his career best from Atlanta last year, so great outing for Noren. That 5-point swing does put him to 21st in the SMX standings instead of 20th. And look who's there, Weege. Grant Harlan, impressive season, 10 of 14 mains.
It might be most improved season. I didn't even know why Harlan chose to go 450s this year. I thought it would be a struggle to make mains. 10 of 14? 10 of 14. And Harlan and Noren, right? They're both, well, we know Noren's great outdoors, but Harlan told you he's racing outdoors, so he's going to pile on more points, right?
Yep. He's in for the Manlook Rock River team for outdoors. He's targeting to make the top 20 for that SMX playoff. So great season for him so far. Hey, Daniel, there's another guy that had a pretty darn good day in New Jersey.
Yeah, Kevin Moranz with his 7th place finish. That's so awesome for him. Obviously, we've been giving him a lot of credit for his starting ability, which is why he's made a bunch of main events this year too. But a 7th is a 7th in the 450 class, man. That's one to celebrate.
Yeah, incredible top 10. Career best, obviously, for him. The cool part, he's made 7 of his 12 main events via the LCQ, guys. The most of anybody. Talking about LCQs, New Jersey, the Partzilla PRMX team, 3 guys through the LCQ. Devin Simonson takes the win, his first main event, his first LCQ win. Then you got Chase Marquier and Cade Clayson that got on 3rd and 4th. So great outing for those guys. But there's another team and another couple riders we can't ignore here when we're talking about playoffs and privateer seasons.
Yeah, because really, if you look at guys, first of all, I do want to give a shout out to Benny Bloss. He had a solid run going, had to stop for goggles. He's been good, and I know he's going to be good outdoors. He's on the same Manlock Rock River team that Harlan is. But really, the guy who's been right behind the factories all year long has been Justin Hill. Phenomenal season. He told me he wants in the SMX playoffs bad. I think you think he has enough points where he can get it even if he doesn't race outdoors, which he normally doesn't. But even Josh Hill, his brother, is on the verge now. The Team Tedder Monster Energy team, killing it.
Yeah, I mean, Justin's sitting there with 154 points. If you look at the average in history, 142. I think he's in with 3 more of these Supercross rounds. Maybe it's just icing to guarantee it, racing a few of the Pro Motocross rounds.
Yeah, and Josh not too far out either. Think this could be possible?
Yeah, it's possible. I think he's looking more like an LCQ bid unless he wants to attempt a couple of Pro Motocross rounds to lock up a few more points for each.
Yep, and a couple others like Justin Starling all in the mix. It's really fun to watch these privateers, especially on a night in a mud race, and they know these points really matter if they want the big money and getting in to the SMX playoffs and World Championship at the end of the year. Clinton, as always, thanks for the stats. This weekend, we're going to be on NBC from Nashville, and get ready, it's a day race. So you and I will be on Race Day Live this weekend. That starts at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, 9:30 Eastern. And we'll be on NBC. We'll be live on television, also Peacock at 3 o'clock Eastern. So a day race in Nashville.
Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all. So go for it.